Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And of course, I have another placenta for you. So of course, like always, I am going to start out with some placenta art. And before I begin, I just want to say, this placenta is a special milestone for me. This was the third birth that I've attended as a doula, which completes my my requirements to become a certified doula, and it also completes my certification requirements for to be a certified placenta encapsulator as well. So it's great, and I am so happy that this family has trusted me, and not only this family, all the others as well, that has trusted me to be there for them, and for, you know, it's great. It's very heartfelt. It's definitely something that I'll always value, you know. So I've been getting questions about placenta art. What is it? Why? Who would want it? You know, and of course it's not for everyone. Everything isn't for everyone. But the thing is that for some people, placenta art ends up being like a, a very deep and meaningful keepsake for their birthing journey. And so a lot of people do value being able to look back, because if you see, it does represent the tree of life. Like the placenta, yes, it may be just another organ to some people, but this organ is special. It has sustained and created life for months. That life that people cherish for the rest of their lives, you know, and whenever you really think about it, it is deep, you know. So I know in my other videos I haven't quite perfected it yet, but I'm trying. So the cool thing about this mom, she knows that I'm learning, and I am, you know, still trying to figure it all out. And she was actually almost about to be a guest. But unfortunately, so she wanted me to actually do this at her house after the birth, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. So, so she's not here with us today, but she's very excited about the whole process. And so I told her, I am going to make the best of this. Look at the cord clamp. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully I can get this. I'm gonna try it differently. The last time I've had the paper down first, and then let's see how this works. I'm still trying to figure out the best way. That's actually not so bad. Look at that. Wish I would have pressed in a little bit more over here and maybe over there. But I'm gonna put this to the side. I don't want to mess that up. I'm gonna try it one more time like that. Probably because little unbalanced right there. This is a very, very pretty placenta. All right. The blood is kind of like paint, shall I say, you know? All right. Either way, she's gonna get all these copies that I make, all of my drafts. She'll get them all. Just wondering what I should do with this. I should do something different with it. Because remember last time I learned, okay, it can't be too wet, but it has to have enough to, you know, make the imprint. So let's see, I think that should be good, kind of. Maybe, well, I'm looking at this and it looks like, see how this is turning out? It's kind of like a little oversaturated, so maybe not as much. Maybe I have enough paper for fails. Oh, it's okay. And then spread it around a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe it was the right amount of blood, but then maybe I pressed it too hard. I'm thinking. Okay, let's try this again. I mean, it's not bad, but hopefully this is it. Let me get the cord right again. So, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Okay. Now, I am going to put these pictures away. I think they look pretty decent, so all right, let's do that, and I'll be back. All right, so I am back. I know you can't see my face, and that's okay. It is now time to prep the placenta, and I'm just doing a close-up so you guys can see. So if this is your first time seeing a placenta being prepped for encapsulation, I will let you know. So this part right here, I have to remove this, and then I'll be squeezing out the blood, and you'll see. So, you know, a lot of people think it's gross. They're like, oh my gosh, how do you have the stomach for that? You know, and I don't know, like, it doesn't seem to gross me out at all. I cherish this. So this is not gross at all. And people ask about the smell, you know. It's not a strong smell at all. And when it's cooking, because I use the lemons and the ginger and the jalapeno peppers, I don't smell the actual placenta. It doesn't smell like meat or an organ or whatever you would expect, right? It just smells like what I'm cooking it with. So my house fills up with an aroma of lemons, jalapenos, and ginger, which actually is kind of pleasant while it's cooking. But after that, I have to dehydrate it, and then that's when you get the smell of the actual placenta. But it's not too bad. So, like the lemons are good for, like, eliminating the color and the odor. So the odor isn't really as strong as you would think that it would be. So I'm going to be using this container as my trash today, as my trash can. We don't need this extra skin, I guess we can call it. So people, they ask, why? Why would someone want their placenta to be encapsulated? Why would someone want to do that? Well, if you think back, we're all animals, right? And if you think of dogs, cats, other mammals, they eat their placentas after they give birth. And it helps them with energy and blood, and helps with like their iron and their mood, and just overall wellness in the postpartum portion. And it gives us the same. And although studies say that it's not guaranteed, it's what a lot of birthing individuals claim after they give birth and they take their placenta capsules. A lot of people do report a sense of increased, benefit to their mood and all that. So, like energy, like I said, their mood, it may help with hormonal balances as well. Even some people save their placenta capsules, and they tend to save them for when their children or toddlers or earlier years. And if they become sick, then they'll let them take the placenta capsules, and it's been reported to help decrease the amount of time that they're sick. Now, like I said, studies don't prove that it's, necessarily a fact and that it's for sure a thing. This is just what's been reported. So, and then some people think, oh, well, maybe it's just a pseudo benefit, like it's all mental. Well, be that as it may, if it is, what's so wrong with that? If it's helping in any way, what is the problem with that? Because being pregnant and giving childbirth, yes, it is something that is natural. Our bodies know exactly what we're doing, but it's still, hard on us, And so if it helps at all, then what's the problem? If you get any sort of benefit, and then it's 100% worth it. And I also get asked sometimes, well, can anyone do it? Can everyone do it? Is it for everybody? Well, as much as I want to say yes, there are some circumstances where it's not for everyone. So when I talk to people, I have to do a health screening and make sure that they're a good candidate, because some illnesses and infections makes it to where you're not a good candidate. So that's also a thing. And one thing is that there are people who donate their placentas who don't want to participate in taking their capsules, but they know the benefits or they've heard it, and they donate their placentas so moms who's unable to have their own placenta, they can still have placenta. No matter what you're going through in life, you're never alone. You know, you're never alone. You're never the only one. And it's good to know that and have that reminder. And pregnancy and birth, it can feel very, very isolating to a lot of people. You know, despite the individual and, you know, what they may be going through, everyone has their own unique journey, you know, and whatever a person's journey is, I love to celebrate it in the best way so it can be as positive as possible and give that support. So people ask also, like, oh, so after the birth, how long, you know, should you cook this? Should you be doing this? Well, me, as soon as I get home from the birth is when I want to start this, you know, start the prep work and cooking it and making the capsules. My goal estimate, or my goal turnaround time is within like 2-3 days, but I want it to be as soon as possible. And I say 2-3 days because it does take time. So, and depending on when the birth was, when I get home and all that other stuff, if I already have the ingredients, or if I have to go to the store, you know, or when the person is available for me to deliver it, you know, all those factors are a thing. So, I do like to give a 2 or 3 day turnaround, because we have to think, like, the dehydration process can take, depending on, it can take like 14-16 hours. So I pre-cut the jalapeno and the ginger. I just didn't pre-cut the lemons because I didn't want to, you know, lose out on the juice. So. If this is your first time tuning in, or you've forgotten, the lemons, I just sliced them in about 1/4 of an inch And then, oh, actually, yeah, about 1/4 of an inch. And then I put them kind of close, but far enough away so it's kind of becomes like a plate that I'm gonna put the placenta on top of. Okay, it's supposed to hold the placenta up. And here's my water, and this is just steaming. We're just steaming this placenta, okay? So the water goes about halfway up the lemons. All right, that's about it. I can add probably just a tad bit more. All right. So people ask me all the time, why the ingredients that you use? Well, the lemons and jalapeno and ginger, it follows the traditional Chinese medicine practices for cooking placenta. And basically, for the most part, please, if there's anything else or if I am wrong, let me know in the comments, okay? And if you guys have like a different belief, please, 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 please let me know. I love to learn, and maybe I'll even incorporate what you guys say. But for the most part, the lemons helps to cleanse, reduce odor, like I said before, and reduce the taste. And it's good for energy as well. It's just like having lemon in your water. It's very cleansing. So that's why we use the lemons. And so we place the placenta on top. And then we use the ginger. And why ginger? Well, it's very warming, it's grounding. It's really good for circulation purposes. So all this helps. So we're basically just placing the ginger randomly, and then the jalapeno. Jalapeno, it adds to the heat. Here we go. I don't like to just dump this stuff on the placenta. No, I like to carefully place it, take my time, give it the TLC that it deserves. Placenta has been working hard for so long, and it has done such a great job doing what it was meant to do. So why rush something like this, We've got to honor it. We've got to respect it. So I really like to give it as much as much respect, as much, as it can possibly get, as much of anything, everything, yeah. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna put on it for now. Okay. So now the cooking process begins. I will be covering this up and putting it on low. And let it steam for about 15 minutes. And then after that, I'll be flipping it over. So I will see you shortly. All right, you guys, so it's been about 15-ish minutes. All right, so now it's time to flip the placenta. So you can see how it's shriveled up a little bit. The jalapeños and the ginger is all on top. It's kind of shriveled up, but it's okay. I'm gonna kind of move the lemons a little closer to each other than what they were before, because the placenta did, of course, shrink as expected. All right. Although not mandatory, but I do like to put the jalapeños and the ginger back on. As much as this placenta has done for mom and baby, you know, we can definitely give back to it by giving it the best care possible at this moment. So it deserves it. So we're gonna let it steam for another 15-ish minutes until it's done cooking.
After 9 minutes, she come back for more. She take off the shoes and pound it on floor. Then she start to walk out like a sword. Then she approach me just like a cure. Then knows that she like me tonight, me a score. She sexy, she beautiful, and she pure.
All right, you guys. So the cooking process, the steaming part of it is done. I am going to put this to the side. Okay. I'm going to use this cutting board. All right. All right, well, you might not be able to see my face all that well, and that is okay. But you get to see the placenta, which is great. So, that is a lemon seed. We're gonna put that over there. So, we are going to make some very slim, thin slices. Taking care of, you know, we're just being careful. Ooh, it is very hot. The thinner we slice them, the quicker the dehydration process is. This is kind of like making beef jerky. It's the same kind of process a little bit. I've made beef jerky quite a few times. I've never cooked it prior, but I hope you all didn't think that there was going to be a difference in this video as far as the cord, because I still have it. One moment. Of course I have the cord. With a little clip. Okay. What do you guys think we should do? A heart? Ooh, let's see if we can do a bow. I don't... How do you do a bow? That's not a bow. That is a knot. Let's see. A bow. No, that's not it. Let's see. Maybe. Ooh. I know, like, whatever I end up coming up with, she would absolutely love. Just because of the person like she is. So, and the fact that I'm even like taking out the time to like try to figure this out, I know she would be so appreciative. Is that a bow, you guys? Looks like a pretzel. Are you able to see it? That's not a bow. Y'all, I am trying. Do I loop it? It looks like a freaking pretzel. Okay. Maybe I can just say it's a heart, because I obviously do not know how to make a I do not know how to make a bow. Well, either way, she's going to be receiving this before the video is posted, so we'll see how she likes it, but before y'all see. I'll see how she likes it before y'all see. Gosh. And y'all, if y'all have any ideas on what I can do with the cords, as in like the shapes and all, please let me know. Give me some ideas, and I'll implement, you know. I'm just starting off, so I have a lot of cords ahead of me to do some things with, okay? And very soon, I'll be doing placenta encapsulations for out of town, like nationwide. So let's say you live in Wyoming or California. If you want me to encapsulate for you, I will be able to send you an encapsulation kit, and you can send it to me and I can encapsulate it, everything, and I can even make a video and post it, or I don't have to. It's all on you. Everyone whose placenta I make a YouTube video for, they've already given me the blessing to make a video and post it. That's why you see them today, but if you don't want me to, that's fine. But I would be still more than honored to encapsulate your placentas for you, okay? So, just let me know. I do it with great care. So, you know, it's so valuable. I wish I had this when I had my daughter. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this to the side. I like to put this on the bottom. Of course, all of my equipment is sterilized between uses. There's no question about that. All right, well, I will see you all in a little bit. This will probably be in here for the next 12 to 16 hours. Remember, we're trying to get it to be able to snap like a potato chip, so I'll see you then. Hello everyone, and we are back. So I let the placenta dehydrate. This batch took about 15 hours. So it all depends on how thin I slice it. So I already preloaded the capsule kit with the empty capsules right here. Already did that. So now all we have to do is grind the placenta. Yeah, you see how that just breaks like that? That's perfect. Okay. I like to do a little at a time. It's just my personal preference, that's all. Right there. All right. Oh yeah, I do need to. Did you see that? Alright. No matter how long I wait, it always happens. Okay. It's not too bad. I'm just gonna let this one sit for a little bit before I do that. So let's see. Maybe I can start spreading some of this out while we wait. This is the heart. And like I did the bottoms, I had already pre-filled. Alright, let's see here. Alright. I will be right back for a jar, okay? I forgot about that. Okay. Okay. All right, so I've got the jar. And there you have it. Complete. All right, and let's look at this. Let's look at this again. So cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, I can't wait to give it to her. So, just to recap, got these. I hope you can see them. I'm going to laminate them. Yes. So, all right, everyone, that is it. All right. Next, all I'll have to do is label and deliver. So, that's it. Oh, and laminate, obviously. And I'm gonna put this in a cute little baggie. Gift bag. But, all right. Well, I will see you all another time. Bye. Oh, and thanks for watching. More to come.